Well, welcome back. Namaste. I'm Tigra, and you are at Sacred Sagittarius Angels Answers All. That is the channel full name. If you're a subscriber or cross watcher, always make sure that you are subscribed. Hit the all notification bell so that it's the top option in the bell notification, because YouTube is not really great at notifying you when I do post videos. So you have to be proactive. Make sure that you private me, or that you select me as a channel that you want to get content from, and look for me by name if you don't see videos posted. Yes, there will be times that I might take an impromptu break, but I would never just ghost the channel and not let you know. So YouTube does not let people know sometimes, and most times, when the smaller channels, when we post. And in addition, they also will not necessarily keep you subscribed to channels. They've unsubscribed people from many channels that they still want. So YouTube kind of does whatever it wants to do. So you really have to be in control of your spiritual destiny. If you like my channel, if you appreciate what I do freely here on the Sagittarius community and with the Sagittarius and for the Sagittarius community, please, all notifications, subscribe, know the full channel name. With the modern TVs, you can just use your remote and just say, take me to Sacred Sagittarius, Angels Answers All, and your 4D or 5D high screen television will bring you right to the channel. I know many of you, the majority of you, do watch on your mobile. So again, on your mobile, you can put it in your notes, add my channel in your address book. But just be sure that you are not missing the content. And when you do, take some time, especially on this long Memorial Day weekend, to catch up with the content. I'm going to be posting some May wrap-up energies. I did take a little mental break, but I'll be back fresh and new with the June energies. This is going to be your general weekend reading. I just finished your general love reading. And as you know, sometimes the process is slow, but do know that when I record the readings, I am recording them in true time, and I upload them as soon as I get a chance. But sometimes the delays with the YouTube processing or the Wi-Fi can delay it. Hello to everyone. Special love to Kathy V, Chrissy D, Spence, Tracy Luck, Goddess Simone, and all of those, and my Mona Saint again, my regulars that are always here commenting and liking and sharing. Welcome to all of you. I pray that you all have a beautiful long weekend. And again, take time to get the spiritual food in nature that you need. If you're interested in a personal reading, I am open to do personal readings for subscribers only, and I will check to make sure that you have been previously subscribed. If you want a reading, just reach out to me at sacredsagjourney@gmail.com. You have to be in good standing, okay? The readings are usually about an hour long, and they're recorded for your convenience. So if you're interested, this is only for this weekend that I'm opening up that opportunity to do personal readings. Otherwise, my personal readings are closed for the channel. I only do them for past people in which I've done readings for that are still in good standing with me in the channel. Okay, let's cleanse the space. Heavenly Father, thank you for your grace and protection. Archangel Michael, protect those who watch and come to this channel. Protect my energies and all that I am guided to in this card. May it come from the Heavenly Father with love and light. Amen. Okay, so this is the last weekend reading for the month. We are now going to be going into June energies. Okay, what are the messages? The Sagittarius cards are blessed, prayed, and shuffled before the reading, but sometimes I just shuffle beforehand. And yes, everything is done in the time that as I record the video. No cards are taken out beforehand. I don't believe in that. I pull the cards as I am doing the video. Okay, first message is remember your progress. If you think, Sagittarius, you should be further along on your path, reflect on how far you've come. You've made the leaps and bounds through the years. You will continue to grow at the perfect pace. So sometimes we get to this fork in the road where we reflect, exactly, well, have I gone further in my journey? Have I gone along the path, of the chosen path that I chose to go through, and did I accomplish the things that I wanted to go through? And the universe is just reminding you, remember your progress. It's important to remember your progress, because sometimes there's going to be that hangman state, or that quiet state, that hermit portion of your life where there's no activity going on, and you have to take a breather, and things might not manifest as fast or in the way that you would like them to. But it's not saying that it's not going to. Be grateful for what you have done. Be grateful of the progress that you've made, and remember what you had to do to get where you are. So you might think that you need to be further. I think we all think we should be further in life and in our careers, but sometimes we just need to be cohesive with where we are now, with the knowledge that we're still growing, and we're not in a race to get to the finish line. It's how we get there, and the fact that we get there, that's so important. We also get peace through chaos. Life can be chaotic, as you know. Sagittarius is just part of being, just part of being a member of life, being a child of God, being a member of the world. Try to seek peace in the midst of all the chaos, and breathe through each moment, and release your attachment to the outcomes you expect. Especially, this message is very important for this time, because everything is in a topsy-turvy. We don't know if we're up, down, in, out. So much going on. We've got to protect our individual and collective mental health. We've got to hold on to our dreams and our strong spiritual belief. It is those of us who are light workers, those of us who believe in peace and love, that will be able to hold it together, and hopefully extend that rod of community and love to others during uncertain times. With the card support is available, you can access support right now, Sagittarius. You do have a team of guides just waiting to help you create all you desire. Call on them and know that they are there, and let them help you fulfill your dreams. Sometimes through the madness, and remember, there's a lot of things that are being done and said in the world right now to throw us off track, to discourage us, to blindfold us to what's really going on behind the scenes. You can't let that chitter chatter and distraction stop you from your focus, stop you from living your dreams and living life. Okay, because it's all meant to disrupt. You have to realize that you have a support system. You have a God that created you in the world, and he wants what's good for you and for all of us. You do have a support system. You have a Sagittarius community here. You have a community in the heavens, and you have an earthly community as well. Not everyone is negative. Not everyone is out to do bad things. So get that firm support that you need, especially when you need to be grounded in times when everyone is in upheaval. In the middle of the deck, we get shift your perspective. Seeing things in a new way can change your life. It can lead to deeper learning. Understanding and even abundance may be open to seeing something new. So shift your perspective. Again, change your thoughts. Don't necessarily go and think and follow where everyone else is going. You might have been thinking one way, and that might have been the way to think at that particular time. But now situations have changed. People have changed. The world has changed. So you have to be able to shift and to go with the flow, but also it has to work right for you in your direction and what your purpose is in life. There was one thing that I wanted to do while I wasn't on the channel. I took time, and for those of you who are fellow readers, or even if you have your own collection of cards, I always advocate taking time to purge and to release the cards that you really don't show love to, or you feel that doesn't work with you. Gift them to other people, sell them, whatever the case may be, but it's always good to go through your cards. So that's what I was doing, trying to release cards. I promised myself, because I have an extensive collection, that I'm not going to buy anymore unless I release some. So I was working on that. And then there was kind of a few, maybe like 5 or 6 decks that I'm like, I'm on the fence with. So I've chosen to use those particular decks in this reading. And if you want to comment below, do you think I should keep it or not, that's fine. But I just want to give it one last whirl and see where my energies are with the decks. And that's another reason too why it gets cumbersome when you have a lot of decks, because you have so many options that you don't use a lot of decks. So sometimes it's good to scale it down or to reorganize, or like how I do in the channel. For those of you who've been with me, you know every month I rotate the decks. So that gives me and you an opportunity to get new energy and new insight by the various decks and the messages that they bring. So I will be using those decks in this reading. So we're going to go forth with one of them. And this is the Clear Place Wisdom cards. I will be selling these decks, the ones it's about, if I include these particular decks, I have about, I want to say about 15 or 16 decks that I will be selling, but I will not be selling them on the channel because it costs a lot to ship, and for you to get a good deal, the shipping might be almost as much as the sale price that I'm giving the cards for. So I'll be selling them in person when I do shows and stuff like that. If you don't mind paying the shipping though, and you're interested in some of the decks or one of the 16 decks that I have, I do have a list of them. You can email me at sacredsagjourney at gmail.com, and I'll be more than glad to tell you the titles that I have, or if you have a particular deck that you're looking for, if that's one of the decks that I have. So a Clear Place Wisdom cards is the next deck that I'm going to. And what messages do they give us? Accept. Accepting what is about your home or your life doesn't mean, Sagittarius, that you're giving up. Nature teaches us that there is always some degree of challenge in what comes our way. Like mossy rocks in a river, we too can view these challenges as added texture to our day. If your home has rough spots, find ways to make them smoother by accepting their gift. Accept. So we're not only talking about acceptance of things in your life, but I also feel like this message is saying accept who you are, accept people for who they are, just accept. We find ourselves always trying to challenge and change things when sometimes really it's just for us to accept. We also get the card of summer. Summer celebrates the sweetness of life, lush fruits, fields of flowers, are buzzing and hot. It's recess for everyone. Bring playfulness into your home. Bright colors with cherry tones and fabrics and fruits. Scents are lemon, grapefruit, and lavender. Summer. So summer is coming. And for many of you, as you accept life as you are living it, it may not be the life that you perceive, but you accept it, the more that you're going to have a more fruitful summer. You'll open up the shades in your room and change out the dull, winter colors and bring bright colors into your room. Go into your garden, bring bright, beautiful plants into your space. So that summer energy is going to give a lot of you the boost that you need to accept and to go with the flow of life, and don't always try to change everything and everyone. We get the energy of water, again, talking about not only accepting, but allowing people and yourself to be, allowing situations to work the way how they're supposed to work through. And if they don't, then guess what? It means they weren't supposed to. Water is about change and transformation. It's the ebb and flow. The clearer your space, the easier it will be for you, Sagittarius, to allow for life to unfold for you in wonderful ways. Don't forget to hydrate yourself, especially during the summer. And also, misting your home with a mix of water and lavender essential oil is really good for your soul. So I love that. Let's see what else we get with this deck. We get the air card. Imagine. So as you go through and as summer will start to begin within another month or so, the element of air encourages inspiration and fresh perspective rising above. They want you to diffuse some essential oils, maybe some sage or juniper for mental clarity. I'm also feeling many of you could imagine yourself drifting in air, drifting to a different country or different state of mind. I love that. And that's allowing and accepting, again, you, your energy, your space, and others. Another deck that I might be getting rid of is also called the Native Spirit. So we're going to see what this energy brings to our reading. We get the Shapeshifter. We also get Answering the Call, Sweet Lodge, At the bottom of the deck, we get Thunder Drum. I know my battery's running kind of low, so I'm going to try to speed through this just a little. So we're going to go to the book for this one. And that's another thing, too, because with some decks, I like to work with decks where I don't have to go to the book because I like to feel it intuitively. So for me, Shapeshifter, I just think that's like, for me, intuitively, Shapeshifter is when things appear one way, but then they turn to be something else, or they have the duality. It's like someone shows you one side of their face, and then there's another side to them that they show you. To me, that's a shapeshifter, someone who can be one thing but also change into something else. But let's see what the book says. This particular deck, if you're interested in it, it does not have numbers on the card, so I'm gonna see if hopefully this is in here alphabetically. Yes, it is. Okay. So you can be anything you desire. Let go of attachment to your identity. See the world around you with new eyes. Experiment with different ways of viewing reality. See the point of view of others. If you haven't been able to manifest your dreams, maybe you need to shift the way you see the person or situation. This is to deepen your ability to shapeshift. Simply imagine that you're an animal, bird, plant, or stone. Make it as real as you can. Doing this deepens your ability to shift your beliefs and limiting decisions that perhaps have held you back from fulfilling your highest destiny. Then we get the energy of the thunder drum. To me, this is someone who's beating to the well, actually, this was the overall call, so we're going to leave that there. So the next one was answering the call. And I feel that's the energy that as we get into the spring and summer months, for many of you, you will be called to do something spiritually. You will be called to step up for mankind and for your family. Let's see what the book says. You've been called. If you've been waiting for your life to shift, the waiting is now over. If you've been hoping for a sign, this is it. Right now, your spirit guides, ancestors, and loved ones who have passed on, Sagittarius, are sending you messages, love, and healing. You've been called, and a gateway is opening for communication from these spiritual realms. Now in the days ahead, signs from spirit will be all around you. Watch them. This is a reminder along your journey to look for signs.